Hello and welcome to this DanielGee.com video. The aim of these videos is to give you a better understanding about some of the most topical and recent football law issues affecting the game. And today we're going to be talking about Football League financial fair play. Now I know previously we've talked about UEFA financial fair play, but today I'm going to try and give you 4 or 5 basic points about Football League financial fair play. The first point worth bearing in mind is this is one of the first, or the first, domestic financial fair play regulations that has been brought in, and it has been brought in to the Football League Championship, which is the division below the Premier League. The second thing worth pointing out is that these regulations, as with UEFA regulations, affect a club's cost and revenue base. The idea being that revenues have to be balanced against costs in order to break even and in order to comply with the financial fair play compliance regulations. So, where does this leave Football League clubs? Well, at least at first instance anyway, for the first 2 seasons, which is the 12-13 and the 13-14 season, there will be no sanctions in place for breach of these regulations. And that is effectively to give Football League Championship clubs enough time to acclimatise to the new regulations. But come the 14-15 season, which is based on the 13-14 season's worth of accounts, those accounts will actually count towards whether a Championship Football League club actually complies with the regulations and whether it can be sanctioned as a result. Now, what sanctions can be imposed on Championship Football League clubs for breaching the financial fair play regulations? Well, there's usually 2 types, or rather there are 2 types. One is either a fine, and the second is a transfer embargo. And they are different depending on whether the club is still within the Championship at the time that the accounts are submitted to the Football League. So, if a Championship club is in breach of the financial fair play regulations, then a transfer embargo will be imposed. If a club is in breach of the financial fair play regulations but is either in the League One, i.e. has been relegated, or is in the Premier League, i.e. has been promoted, then a fine will be imposed. What is the fine and how can it be imposed? Well, the Football League has actually provided a sliding scale for the fine guidelines, and this can be set out and can be seen in the regulations. And what I'll do is provide a link which actually sets out an article setting out the precise guidelines for fining. And this can obviously be quite significant sums. But the point worth mentioning is that a Championship club wanting to get into the Premier League may actually decide to breach the regulations, take the fine if it is promoted to the Premier League, and it may decide that this is small change compared to the riches that are on offer in the Premier League. So, I hope those basic points has given you a decent understanding about how Football League financial fair play will at least work in practice. As ever, feel free to go to www.danielg.com for a range of all my football law articles, podcasts and videos. Email me at info@danielg.com and also follow me at Twitter. My name is Football Law. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please click on others, and hope you enjoy them too.